Reality star Donald Trump is now the president of the United States. Amber Rose trashes Donald Trump. And Chelsea Handler blames it all on the Kardashians. Next on Black Hollywood Live's Reality Check.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Live. Reality Check.
We just want to take a moment to say thank you to President Obama and First Lady Michelle for everything that they've done for this country.
Thank you. The good time that made us laugh.
We are going to miss him. Like, literally, I can't.
Whew. Girl,
he ain't going nowhere. He ain't
gonna
going
be
nowhere.
around. He gonna be hanging out in DC. He gonna be doing things. He gonna be doing big things. And Orange Tang gonna be trying to do other things. But we gonna keep moving.
Welcome to Black Hollywood Live's Reality Check. I'm your host, Ashley Gray. DJ Jesse Jennedy is not here with us today, but we have the lovely Courtney.
Hi guys.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And if you guys see anything drip, drop. Drip, drippity, drop. That's because our ceiling is leaking.
California can't handle all this rain. Lord, we needed it. We was dry for a long time, but we real wet now. We
Literally,
good.
the expressways are flooded. Like, my little car, I got a little bug.
Yeah, she drive a little bug.
I was struggling to get here.
I was scared to turn on the street. I drive a Prius. I thought I was going to just get in the river and float away.
I'm like, this is crazy.
It is really insane.
Los Angeles is in mourning. We're in mourning because
the heavens are crying.
The heavens are crying.
It's because Orange Tang is in office.
So let's talk about Leah Remini. She has this show on A&E, and it's all about Scientology.
Yes.
And it is so interesting.
It is
and a lot of
fascinating.
people are coming for her, but a lot of people are also learning so much that they did not know. For example, she just dropped some tea that as a punishment, Scientologists are required to lick bathrooms clean. Yes, dropper. And I believe her, because why would she lie? And I really feel like she's one of those, like, genuine, I'm gonna tell it like it is type
kind
of
of girl,
people.
yeah.
I loved her since King of Queens.
That's
Still
true.
watch that every night.
I remember when she was on Saved by the Bell like a long time ago.
She dropping tea.
She did, and she is, and she ain't scared, because some people are crazy.
They come for you.
It is so wild, like some of the stories that have come out of the people being followed and how they try to like change and ruin their lives and stuff. And go her for stepping up and saying something, because I'm fascinated.
Right, and somebody's wife is still missing to this day. And I'm like, dang, like what's tea? What's going on?
Serious undercover stuff, man.
When this first came out, I was scared to watch it. I thought there was gonna be
like they might be in the house somewhere, but see, you haven't submitted to it. Have you ever been to the Scientology Center and
I don't even like driving by there and looking. It's like a cult. It's something that just like shifts in my spirit when they try to approach me, because there are Scientologists who are on like the street corners near the building who try to
they want you to come
join.
in. When I first moved out here, my friend came to visit, and she's like super evangelical, like she wanted to preach to these people, and she was like, come on. We walked by the thing and we went in and like took this little test.
Personality test.
Yes. And then they try to talk to you, and I'm just laughing the whole time, and she was trying to like preach to them about why this is not okay and what they're doing is wrong. I was dying the whole time, but I was like, I didn't use my real name. I didn't use nothing, because I was scared that they was gonna follow me.
I feel like once you enter those doors, you will not get back out. Like that's the like I'm not fearful, but it's just like something creepy about that building and that place and those people. It's like you never see any people in the parking lot, but you see it's always packed. But I never see anyone like walking out of the building or even walking in. It's really weird.
And when she said they have places where people live, and then they were like, well, isn't the population growing? And she was like, no, not really. It's just people that are coming up, but then they're telling that they're getting new followers all the time. Like, it's just weird.
Well, check it out on A&E. Leah is definitely spilling some tea and dropping some knowledge. I don't think I would ever join a cult like
that's gonna make me lick no bathroom
clean.
For punishment. Come on now.
Right. Well, you know what? The Bachelor reaches new heights. On the last episode of The Bachelor, Nick and Danielle go on a date, and it's a zero gravity date where you go up in this plane and then you get to experience no gravity. And so you're floating around. Tell me why this girl threw up.
I felt so bad. It was really, really gross.
I was like, this is nasty.
I mean, ew, and it's just like, ew, it's just gross.
I'm like,
but I felt bad for her.
I did feel bad. I actually really like her more after watching this date, and I kind of like Nick just a little bit more, a centimeter.
A little bit,
because I'm not a fan of Nick's, but he showed a lot of compassion, and he was very sweet, and he didn't like freak out, which is really hard, especially when someone's throwing
I can't deal with throw up. Like, I can deal with blood and like if you get cut or something, but like if you throw up, I'm gonna just be like.
But you want to know was really gross? He kissed her after all of that, and she even said like, "Oh my gosh, you really kissed me after I just puked."
He was trying real hard for TV. Like,
that's what it's just you trying hard for TV.
He's like, it's all good, girl. Bye. If somebody throw up, you are not kissing them afterwards. That's nasty.
How do you feel about Corinne? We talked about Corinne last week. She's fun. She's also really young. She's 24, and which is not really young, but she's young-minded because she still has a nanny. A nanny who does everything for her. So
in the world, why? Mm-hmm. This is just for TV. It's all good.
I think that's really how she is.
I mean, that's how she is, but she's on there just for TV because she ain't trying to get nobody and be in no real with a. Come on now.
So, how do we feel about the black girls on the show? Will they make it? No. Is this all for TV?
It's all for TV.
Absolutely.
They're not going to make it.
The black girl went home and she was just like, I just don't feel like Nick is really feeling me. I'm like,
no shit, Sherlock.
Duh. When you signed on the dotted line, did you really think that Nick wanted someone who was darker than him?
Oh. Well, she just, the network wants to keep it diverse.
But that's not keeping it diverse.
They want to show that they can at least hire tokens. She was on there as a token.
And then we have the bisexual Latina.
Oh, Lord.
I'm surprised she's not gone by now. Because that's not... You can look at her. She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
So I'm not saying that she's not beautiful, but she doesn't look like Nick's type. Like,
well,
I don't think that Nick will go to a bar, see her, and be like, oh, hi, what's your name?
I think so, but maybe...
Yeah, to hook up with her and another girl.
But technically, in reality, isn't that what Bachelor is?
But Nick is 36. Party over, Nick.
Well, these days, 30s is not apparently party over for a lot of men.
Listen, in LA, 36 is like still young, but back at home in Ohio...
They would have married with kids and stuff.
And that's just still my mentality. Like, at 36, I don't want to be messing with you and you're still trying to hook up with me and all of my friends. Like, that's just not what's up.
That's fair enough.
So, I think he needs to...
But you went on The Bachelor, so... That's what you're doing. Trying to hook up with as many chicks as you can in the shortest period of time.
That's true.
That's what it's about. So
I really hope that they find love.
Do you still really believe in bachelorness? Like,
I mean,
in that world, because like nobody survived. What, 2 relationships have survived?
JoJo and her husband are still going strong.
How long? But how long?
It's only been like 3 years.
See, that's a recent one.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's been one other one, I think, way back when.
Yeah.
That's it. Out of how many seasons? Like 30?
Would you ever go on The Bachelor?
Hell no. Well, if I'm the Bachelorette, I would.
So, remember that black Bachelor that they had?
Oh, the black Bachelor.
Honey, that was so ratchet.
Yes, it was.
But hey, we tried. We really did try.
Why can't we just get a really good black Bachelor, like on The Bachelor?
Because they don't think that Americans are attracted to...
That's bullcrap. White girls been with black men and loving it for years.
But then, would we be upset if there's only white women cast and then 2 blacks?
I would be so amused at how effed up that would be.
Because I really feel like that's what would happen. It would be if we had 15 women. Mm-hmm. Of those 15 women, 3 of them will be black, and then 1 would be like... Then some of them will be mixed. Okay. Or...
ethnically ambiguous.
Yes. And then the rest of them would be white.
Oh. Well, what if they...
And then it wouldn't be no dork sisters. Dork.
What? They could do that. What if they, just do, you'd be fine if it was, half and half. But what if he really went for the white girls? The Bachelor.
Get it how you live.
Ridiculous.
Get it how you live. However whatever makes you happy, do that. Because I do.
Do that. Exactly. Exactly.
So Amber Rose trashes Donald Trump. She took to her Instagram and posted a picture of trash. Literal trash. Garbage. And so we all know about the Women's March that happened yesterday, literally worldwide.
All over.
And so Amber Rose took to her Instagram and said, Trump thinks he's slick showing up to the Women's March in LA. And it was literally just trash.
That's trash.
Now,
that was witty, girl.
it was funny. I give you a round of applause for that. So she can come for Donald, but can she come for Donald's wife? Because they're pretty much the same people when it comes to being a hoe.
Oh, why is Melania a hoe? Melania's not. I feel bad for Melania.
You do?
I'm actually I am supporting Melania because Melania didn't ask for none of this.
She did.
She looked real uncomfortable.
Melania, just like Kim Kardashian, wanted money. She wanted to be rich. She wanted a good lifestyle, and she wanted to be taken care of. So she put herself in a position to do that. Did she sign up to be the first lady of the United States?
No, but that part she did not. But I mean, many of us would like to be taken care of, and whether we can do it ourselves or not is irrelevant. Doesn't mean you don't want it to happen. So why should we hate on her for that? And she's just trying to take care of her son and trying to do right. I don't like the video where he gets out the car and just leave her ass. She gets out the car.
Literally, when they were going to the review stands, Donald Trump was dragging Melania down the stairs, and she just, to me, I feel like you need to have, or I would love to see her have a backbone. But then I go to the White House website and look at her bio, and it's a modeling bio.
She was very sweet.
What the?
Because that's what she's done. She hasn't done anything else.
That's why she had to steal that speech, eh?
She had a jewelry line on QVC.
Cute.
I think. And she was really into
Was
architecture.
it made in China?
No. That suit was real nice. I like Ralph Lauren. You dressed her when nobody else would. I thought the suit was really nice.
Oh, but then he came out. He's like, I'm bipartisan. I also dressed Hillary Clinton, which he did. And that was a smart business move. It was whatever. It was super cute. I totally would wear that.
Exactly. She looked adorable. I feel really bad for her when they had to do that first dance. It was
I can't support them. I can't. I just cannot. I feel like you have to have credentials to be a first lady. Well, not necessarily a first lady, but
she was married into it. Or she was already married, so she didn't have a choice. And she's at least trying to stay in her lane. She's like, I'm going to stay in New York with my son and take care of my son and do that.
I heard she went back on today.
I ain't mad at her. Because she ain't meant for the DC life. She ain't meant for that.
Well, Donald isn't either.
Well, Donald thinks he is. Girl, and he about to show y'all how much he is for all y'all fools that voted for him.
Well, you know what? I will say that some things that Donald Trump does mention, I happen to agree with. I'm not going to lie and say I totally disagree with everything that he says. He does make some valid points. I'm interested to see where he goes with this presidency, and I'm hopeful. I'm not going to be one of those bitter Bettys who are just really upset and F Donald. No, it's not. I'm going to be optimistic and throw my shade when I need to.
Well, okay. We all are. We trying. We trying. But then we got that press conference that just happened, and they talking out the side of their necks.
And he mad because did you see the side-by-side image of Obama's inauguration and then Trump's?
Even that image wasn't accurate technically, but the truth still remains. You had less people at your inauguration,
it was
so
an
it's just a big deal.
Fact.
I can't handle it.
That's what it was. It was an alternative fact.
Kellyanne Conway, you're my favorite person on the planet Earth because you're fucking amazing. She is freaking amazing, and that outfit that she wore to the inauguration. I'm sorry, we didn't even talk about that. I'm sorry. And the best meme that came out of the inauguration was the picture of her, and it said, "This is what happens when you don't let the gays in your life to dress you." It was so good. Okay, I'm done.
Well, you know what? We'll see what direction America goes in from this point forward.
I'm sure there will be lots of effery to discuss.
So Little Mo comes for Spike Lee. She actually calls him a bully. We all know that Chrisette Michele did perform at the inauguration, and a lot of people were really upset with that. Jennifer Holliday, at the last minute, she pulled out because everybody dragged her. And Steve Harvey he came out, he was like, He tweeted like, some of y'all hurt me. I was in tears. I'm like, Steve. He literally was like, some of y'all really hurt me.
He was really
what y'all
in his
said.
feelings. He felt bad.
Well, you know what? Let me pull up exactly what Little Mo said about about Spike Lee, and then I'm gonna tell you what Spike Lee said about K. Michelle. So basically, this is what she says, end quote. Spike Lee tried it. He didn't have to tweet what he tweeted. Keep that SHIT to yourself, homie. We not finna do this. Have open season on one female. We not finna keep letting these weirdo acting black men disrespect black women and bully, all caps, them, and stop being extra cause you and your feelings. Some SHIT in some of these deliveries. Be mad, but don't be sloppy. So please listen to my entertaining rant right fast as I proceed to let him have it since he tweeted that mess about Chrisette Michelle. You got the right one today. Oh, girl. So, in case you missed the tea, this is what Spike tweeted. Good morning, folks. I was sorry to read that Sister Girl is singing at Donald Trump's inauguration, and to use his fave word, sad. I was thinking about using Chrisette's song Black Girl Magic on my Netflix series. She's Gotta Have It, Not Anymore. How do you feel about Spike Lee? Like, is he valid in saying this?
I think that everybody has the right to feel as strongly as they feel about what is going on in this country right now, because I do think what is going on in this country right now is hecka serious. If he has decided to remove her song, that is his full and God's to honest right to do. Yeah. And I don't really know why he needed to tweet about it, but okay, like, I feel you. Like, everybody has the right to express how they feel and how upset they are about it. Lil Mo, I think, is doing the most. And then I think at some point she said something about boxing him or beating him up and talking about tagging because of the Chris Brown fight and all that crap. And I was just like, girl, like, your point is lost. Your point is lost. Like, if anything, just defend Chrisette and say, look, we all have different feelings about different things. Maybe this girl really needed to make that money, and we can't be mad at her for that.
$250,000. Do we feel like she should have been paid more, or are those the kind of coins that she deserves?
I thought $250 was pretty good for Chrisette for one day, for one performance. I mean, like,
she's pretty. Well, in the black world, I wouldn't say that she was D-list, but don't know why people know her. I'm surprised that Donald even knew to.
I'm like, Donald didn't. Girl, you know damn well Donald did not know who that was.
It was Omarosa. She was like, you know what?
Here, I'm gonna slip this in. Chrisette, you go ahead, girl.
She cool in the black world, you know.
She'll keep it real like calm, like it'll be fine.
It'll be real whitewashed, her performance.
Sweet. Yeah. It'll have like a little bit of soul, so you can like feel like you got a little bit of soul going on. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, one thing that I will say is that I can't believe a reality star is the president of the United States, because that's what he is. He's a businessman, but
he's a real estate mogul.
I know Donald Trump and his personality. Because don't get me wrong, Donald Trump is so freaking funny to me. Like, yes. I love him as a personality. I would kiki with Donald any day.
Any day.
But as a president,
no. Now. Like, I really want to know what he's thinking about.
Oh, I ain't gonna Steve Harvey, y'all. Oh. Well, you know what? I would go some shade.
I would go and I would be like, come on, Orange Tang, tell me what you got. What you got? What you really trying to do up in here?
While drinking Orange Tang.
Exactly. Let me know what's going on. Because you confusing the shit out of everybody.
Well, Chelsea Handler, speaking of confused, she thinks that the Kardashians are to blame for all of this. Because Chelsea, the Kardashians are like these mega celebrities, and they are celebrities because of their reality show. She really feels that just reality TV has taken over America, and it's just the new celebrity. And Donald Trump got all of this traction because he was a reality star, more or less.
I mean, Chelsea, you can't blame the Kardashians per se, but I understand the nugget of truth of what she was trying to say, is that element of reality TV and how obsessed we are with celebrity culture because of it gave him a platform that maybe he wouldn't have had to begin with.
Right.
But she neglected to think about who really voted for him and what was really going on.
53% of white women, because we're going to get right into that when we talk about the Women's March.
There you go. Like, but why did they vote for him? They actually believe economically he can do something to help their families. because nobody did anything to take care of those people when they lost all their shit back in 2008. So they still mad and run around upset that they white and they supposed to have privilege and it ain't working.
Well.
So he giving their privilege back. Making America great again. ...
Because we will see.
It's going to be great. It's just who it's going to be great for is the issue.
So we remember Evelyn Lozada.
Yeah, vaguely.
From basketball.
Yes.
Vaguely.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Not.
I will
no,
always remember Evelyn because she was the first to leap across a table to beat a down.
Well, we know Chad Johnson. And when I left from knowing him, because I just was done with him after the domestic violence incident that happened. But I kind of jumped back on the bandwagon. Not that I support violence at all. Let me tell you.
Okay.
So Mark Dice is this crazy conservative, like conspiracy theorist, and he has like over 1 million views on YouTube. He's very controversial, okay? And so he tweeted out this. I'm sorry if me, because he said the N-word. He said N-I-G, you know, what, N-I-G-G-A, not N-I-G-G-E-R. So he said, I'm sorry if me saying, quotations, N-I-G-G-A, offended you. I'll start saying it more often until you get over it. And we can end the double standard. Now, so Ocho, Chad Johnson, he tweeted, I'm not offended, but would prefer if you said it in person. I love you, Mark. # be safe, though. Now, if you Google Mark Dice, he has a lot of YouTube videos where he is asking other black people, like, is it okay for a white man to say the N-word? So I feel like he's very ballsy in everything that he does. However, Chad came for him.
Chad came for him real nice, though.
And it was the best clapback I've read in 2017.
I'm not mad, and I think you're right. He just climbed a few rungs on that ladder.
A little bit, you know?
He done came out the grave a little bit.
Cool.
Okay,
I would love for you to say that in person.
Because he didn't come all hard and crazy and sideways. He just, you know, let's chill,
real cute. Be safe, though. Okay. I love you, Mark.
Be safe, though, bro. Yeah. I like it. Get it, Chad.
So I'm going to reality check that.
Okay, check.
Let's talk about the Women's March, because I got so much to say.
Ooh.
I got so...
Did you go?
Did I?
That would be... Did you go?
No. But let me tell you, okay, so I'm sitting in the break room at work, and there's like a bustle of excitement about going to this Women's March from all of my coworkers. And they're like, are you going? And I'm just sitting back and observing, sipping my coffee, and I'm like, interesting. And so I asked someone, I said, why are you going? And they're like, well, you know, to support women's rights, and I'm really excited to, you know, just be there and like lift women up. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I said, did you ever go to any Black Lives Matters or like the Dakota Pipeline, any of those protests, or did you think we would be too rowdy for you? Silence. I was talking to a white woman, a couple of them. And I said, it's just really interesting to me how people will go out and protest when it fits their agenda and when they feel like something is being taken away from them. But they fail to stand up and support and just come together when it is referring to people who I don't know. Do you think less of us?
I mean, I think it's interesting to me. I did not attend the march. I had no intentions of attending the march because I'm of the school of thought that I think the march is great for people to feel good. Yeah. But in terms of actual action, I would rather see the amount of energy that went into everybody going to the march, like channeling like a phone campaign that we're all calling Congress and making sure none of those people are approved for his cabinet that are up for Senate affirmation or whatever, but nobody is really doing that.
Betsy.
I'm like,
freaking idiot.
Devos. So to me, the energy would be better channeled that direction. So, but I understand and I respect the idea that people coming together like that and seeing, because most of my friends actually went to something in one of the cities across the country, but to see all that is beautiful. Like, and I felt good, like, yay, people are standing up, but I don't really know that most people are standing up for anything other than being upset at what Donald Trump was saying, not actually the action that is going to be required to make something change. Well, and that bothers me.
I saw saw a really interesting picture, actually a couple that I actually retweeted. Check it out, Ashley Gray TV, and it said, "Don't forget, white women voted for Trump." And another one was, which was really cute, and these, it was a sign that said, "I hope all of you really nice white women will be at the next Black Lives Matter protest." And that, when I was feeling that initial emotion at work, I didn't necessarily know if it was valid. Like, I'm like, why am I feeling this way? So I started really talking to my friends who I felt like couldn't connect with me. And then I'm like, wait, so I'm not the only one feeling this way. No. And then I took to Twitter, honey, and it was so much good stuff. Black Twitter was coming for. But then you had, like, white women who were actually speaking up and saying, like, this is valid points that we're making. Yeah. And, yeah, so it was interesting.
In the end, everybody, we're humans. People believe in self-preservation. So like you said, when it's something that's changing their lives or affecting their worlds, then they want to do something about it. I mean, it's not that different from the civil rights movement when white kids started going down south to try to help and change things, and we started seeing them getting killed on TV. It was a different feeling than it was when the black folks were getting killed on TV.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
I just find it so freaking interesting.
It is interesting. I just hope that we actually channel this energy into something amazing to actually make things happen in Washington.
Well, I will say that at the Women's March, specifically in LA, there were different booths that you can go to sign up to definitely make a difference and even call Congress. So there was different outlets that you could
actually
put some action I think that people were definitely being proactive.
Good.
But overall, that's just my sentiment. I'm like, oh, all of a sudden white women are upset, so they rallied together. But I ain't seen that at any other protests when it came to other people.
Ferguson, or when that report came out from the DOJ about Chicago.
My break room was silent. You only had me in there talking about it, the angry black woman.
Yeah.
Child, I can't.
Well, maybe, being out at the march, they're meeting some people they ain't met before with issues that maybe don't necessarily apply to their lives, but they're hearing it from other people, and that's how people bond and realize, you know what, I can help you, and I can do something different. So I'm going to be optimistic, because again, I can't be optimistic when I look at Orange Tang, so I got to look at my people and hope for the best.
I found this tweet to be really interesting. I guess the elephant in the room is that there be no women's march if all women voted for Hillary Clinton like black women did.
Woo!
And then somebody else said, they're not marching for me, that was from a black woman. I'm like,
okay.
Okay.
Well, tell us how you really feel. In their defense, most of the women marching did not vote for Trump.
Yeah.
The women that were sitting at home, like, I ain't doing that, are the ones that voted for Trump.
I just think it's all really interesting. But you know what? It is what it is. And
it's
right
America,
now,
baby.
It's America.
It's America.
Do you have any stories that you read about throughout the week that you want to reality X or check?
Can I really? I just want to X the entire inauguration. I'm sorry, we're beating a dead horse, but I just really would I really wish that January 20th just kind of never happened. Could we just exit out?
I really tried to sleep through it, but I had to go to work.
I couldn't even, and I was like, no, I'm going to be a citizen. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to watch, and I'm going to be involved. And I heard his speech. I was still trying to give you a chance, brother, and I can't. I can't. And when Obama got on the helicopter and waved goodbye, it was like an alternate universe. I was like, this is not reality. This is a TV show. Why is he leaving?
I'm so sad.
I would like to X January 20th. Sorry to my sister, because that was her birthday.
But I can't wait to see Obama and Bernie Sanders team up, because I have always been a diehard Bernie Sanders fan. I will continue to feel the burn. And he did say on his Twitter, it was his first tweet from back to his old Twitter handle, and said, me and Michelle, we're going on vacation, but it'll be short, and then we are back to work. So I really feel like he is going to be a force to reckon with, and he's definitely going to give Trump a run for his money, and he's not going to be quiet. And in fact, he's going to stir up more dirt and stuff, because now he's the president.
Exactly.
And now he's about to turn up.
He's off that platform, so now he can really do some stuff. But and then also shout out to Malia and Sasha. Y'all made it through. Sasha was out vacationing in Miami, looking all kinds of cute and happy and joyful, and thank God like for them just being the black girl magic that they are.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know. It's really cute. I'm so proud of our first family.
They are beautiful.
They'll always be. He was the first president I ever voted for.
I'm getting like sad again. That's why I can't even. I know we should stop talking about it because it's past, it's done. The future is the future, but good Lord.
So I have to find, because you mentioned that you wanted to be proactive.
Yes.
And so I did find something on Twitter that I actually am really excited about. Do you remember I think his name, I don't want to get it wrong, so let me look it up. But I do believe it's like D-Ray Davis. Yes.
Yeah.
So he actually, with D-Ray, no, that's not him. But he actually started something with other people, and it's an open platform for other people to kind of contribute to.
Okay.
And it's called, hold that thought. Where is he? Oh, it's called Resistance Manual.
Okay.
And you can get educated, you can get organized, and you can take action. So if you go to resistancemanual.org, you will be able to sign up and stay actively involved. And there's going to be a ton of different ways that you can do that. So I would definitely recommend. I signed up.
Yeah,
it's now my homepage.
Cool.
Yeah, so check that out.
I didn't know about his. Awesome. I will. I just did it right now because I'm following him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone, let us know, #BHL Reality Check. How are you feeling about this week's events?
And what are you going to do? I want to know what people are actually going to do. Like, do you really want to do something? Like, tweet about it. Like, you going to write a letter? You going to talk to some friends? Like, what are y'all going to do?
Yeah. And I think that the easiest thing that you can do is just be the change yourself.
Yes.
So speak positivity, even if you're upset, like, don't be that person who is out like, what were they rioting for? And freaking throwing
stuff through the buildings. I was like, really, y'all?
230 people were arrested.
Really? And that was inauguration, not the march. Shout out to the march in LA for y'all keeping it real cold and real cute, and nobody got in trouble, and it was great.
But yeah, what is the problem?
Breaking shit and like it does nothing, guys. Nothing. It makes us look stupid.
Exactly. And that's for everybody: brown, white, Asian, Latina, Mexican.
Yes.
Y'all look dumb.
Yes.
Stop! Don't do that. That's not cute. So yeah, let us know what you think. #BHL Reality Check. And Courtney, where can everyone find you on Twitter?
I'm everywhere on Twitter @Stuart Starlet.
And I'm everywhere Ashley Gray TV. We will see you next week.
Peace out.
Short and cute. Yes, Marissa.
Executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us @BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me @KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.